Lesson 4.2 is dividing decimals. Our essential question is, how do you divide decimals? Well, let's take a look. First of all, we need to figure out how to divide decimals by whole numbers. The decimal point in the quotient, or the answer, is determined by the placement of the decimal in the dividend. The dividend is the number that we are dividing. And I'll give you a hint. When you are doing long division, you float the bobber up from the dividend into your quotient. Alright, so let's take a look at how this is set up. If we have a dividend and a divisor, the dividend is the number we are dividing. Let's try again. The dividend is the number that we are dividing, and the divisor is the number that we are dividing by. And that will give us the quotient, or the answer to our division problem. So when we set this up in long division, we have the dividend inside the division house, or inside the freezer. The divisor goes outside, and the quotient is up top. And if you look here, I put a decimal in our dividend behind the V, and I showed that we float it straight up into the letters, in between the letters in quotient. This is not my favorite example. I had to rewrite this several times because I was writing in pen. Later you will see this again, but it'll be written much more cleaner, and you'll see a better example of that. Alright, so let's look at our example 1 on page 100 and go math. In example 1, section A, we need to divide using long division as with whole numbers. So we have 9 7/76 divided by 8. And we need to figure out what that is. So our 9 7/76 goes into the little division house, and the 8 is outside the division house. And if we do our long division, 8 goes into 9 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. And we subtract that and get 1. Bring down your 7. 8 goes into 17 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. If we subtract that, we get 1. Bring down your 6. 8 goes into 16 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract that, and we get 0. So the answer, or our quotient, is 1 22/100. So we place the decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. And so if we take a look right here, our decimal point is in between the 9 and the 7. And we just float it right up so that it's in between the 1 and the 2.2. Okay, let's look at example B. Example B says 153 86/100 divided by 14. Whoops. And we want to know what we will get. So our 153 86/100 will go in the division house. Our 14 will stay outside as our divisor. 14 goes into 15 one time. 1 times 14 is 14. Hi, Ian. 15 minus 14 gives us a 1. Bring down your 3. And then we have 14 goes into 13 0 times. And normally you would say 0 times 14 is 0, but I went ahead and skipped that step and brought down my 8. So now 14 goes into 138 9 times. 9 times 14 is 126. Subtract that, and you get 12. All right, bring down your 6. 14 goes into 126 9 times. 9 times 14 is 126. Subtract that, you get 0. And then we take a look at where our decimal was between the 3 and the 8. And we float that straight up to go in between the 0 and 9. It is imperative, so it is very important that you keep everything lined up. Notice how I lined up my 1 right above my 5, because that is what we were dividing. 14 went into 15, or 15 is divided by 14 one time. So that 1 goes above the 5 in the 15 that we were dividing. So make sure to keep everything lined up. It is very important. You should have learned that when you were doing long division. All right, your turn. So pause the video and take a second to work these out. And when you are ready, press play, and I'll work these out for you. All right, so 5 goes into 9 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. If we subtract that, we get 4. Bring down your 7. 5 goes into 47 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. Subtract that, we get 2. Bring down your 5. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. Whoops. And you subtract that, you get 0. And then you take your decimal and float it up so that you get 1.95. That should say 1 and 95 hundredths. All right, number 4. You can pause now to work it out, or if you've already worked it, keep listening. 7 does not go into 6. So we move on to the 4. So 7 goes into 64 9 times. 9 times 7 is 63. Whoops. That should be a 3. Subtract that, you get 1. Bring down your 4. 7 goes into 14 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. Subtract that, you get 0. And then what about our decimal? Our decimal floats straight up to, so our quotient ends up being 92 hundredths, or decimal 92. All right, so dividing a decimal by a decimal. Dividing a decimal by a decimal. First, you change the divisor to a whole number by multiplying by a power of 10. That sounds a little confusing, so my hint to you is move the decimal to the end of the number. That's it. Step 2, multiply the dividend by the same power of 10. So your hint there is move the decimal the same number of times that you moved it in the divisor. And that's it. So let's take a look at our example. Here's the example that I was mentioning earlier. So in our divisor, I'm pretending that these letters are numbers. And in divisor, our decimal is in between the S and the O. So before you start dividing, you need to do number 1. Change the divisor to a whole number. So we will move our decimal over until it is at the end of our number. So in this case, we moved it 2 decimal places to the right. Then we do number 2, multiply the dividend by the same power of 10, or move it the same number of times. So in this case, our decimal was between the V and the I. So we need to move it 2 decimal places. Now we are not moving the decimal to the end of the dividend. We are moving it the same number of times that we moved our divisor. All right, and then we multiply, and when you're done, you float your bobber up into the quotient. All right, so step 1, move the decimal in the divisor. Step 2, move the decimal in the dividend the same number of times as in the divisor. And step 3, float your bobber up. All right, so example 2 on page 101, Go Math. So in our example A, we have 3 25/100ths divided by 5/10. Let's figure out how to do that. So it said that we need to multiply our divisor by 10, or a power of 10. So what that means is when we moved this from the beginning of the 5 to the end of the 5 to make it a whole number, we multiplied it by 10. So 5/10 times 10 gives us 5. If you need to take a second to work that out, feel free. But 5/10 times 10 is 5. So then we multiply our dividend by the exact same power of 10, which in this case was just 10, and it gives us 32.5. That is the same thing as moving our decimal one time to the right. And now we multiply. So if you look down below, I've already moved my decimals to make my divisor a whole number. And I have 32 5/10 divided by 5. So 5 goes into 32 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract that, you get 2. Bring down your 5. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract that, you get 0. And then you float your bobber up. Whoop. So your quotient is 6 5/10. All right, let's look at example B. We have 11 52/100ths divided by 72/100ths. In this one, we move our decimal from the left to the right 2 times. So we move it 1, 2 times to make that divisor a whole number of 72. And when you multiply that by a power of 10, that means you take 72/100ths times 100, and that gives you 72. Since we multiplied 72/100ths by 100 to get the whole number 72, we will also multiply 11 52/100ths by 100, and that will give us 1,152. So if you look up here, it's the same thing as moving our decimal to the right 2 times. So 1 and 2. And from there, we'll just float our bobber up. What does that look like when we're dividing? So 72 cannot go into 1. It cannot go into 11. So we have to do 115. So 72 goes into 115 one time. 1 times 72 is 72. Subtract that, you get 43. Bring down your 2. 72 goes into 432, or 432 divided by 72 is 6. 6 times 72 is 432. Subtract that, you get 0. And then your decimal was moved straight up. All right, let's move on to your turn on page 101. I want you to pause here and work this out. Once you've worked it out, press play and the answers will appear, and then pause the video again to double check your answers. So the answer to number 5 was 8 5/10. That is 8.5. And the answer to number 6 was 18, the whole number 18. If you need to take a look at the work, please pause the video now. Thank you.